What's up, guys? Artil Boy here to be doing another video to be taking a look at the East German canteen. Let's begin. Now, you could probably know, yes, East German was introduced in the October of 7th, 1949 until October 3rd, rather until the unification in unification between West Germany in the 3rd of October of 1991. And that's where the time of the Soviet Union also collapsed almost at the same time. Thus, these, now what does that have anything to do with it? They actually made these canteens, both from like a normal and also this insulated one. So, I unfortunately do not have a cap that you can actually put your like gas mask onto the canteen. So that's a canteen cap for like a gas mask adapters for things like the M9, the Czech M10s. This normal one has this. It's actually made out of a cloth that has a little bit of, not like fur inside of it, but it's more like a cloth inside. Have 3 buttons located on the left side of the canteen. And the material of this one is having a strict tarn camo pattern, which is, if you don't know about this one, or strict tarn, that's just East German camo. Having a leather strap, having like a belt loop, and also to secure the canteen alongside with its cup, having much more of this butterfly style to it, and that's where the leather strap goes in here. Now the canteen is made out of plastic, and here's the cap itself. Now, unfortunately, I do not own like a cap for the canteen that's have a gas mask adapter, and that's quite a bit rare to get by these days. And also having, it's kind of have the same material, and it's kind of what the entire normal canteen would be like. Right until you actually also have is this one, which is have a built-in insulation, which is just the kind of the same canteen, but with the addition of being permanently insulated. Just picture this, but just add more like insulation to it. Okay, let's take on to the size itself. Now, size of the cup would be around about 3 inches. But on top will be around about 3.5 inch, but the bottom will be around about 2 inches. And how long it will be around about 2/4, but with the little addition to the handles would be around about 3.5 inches. But for the canteen itself, for wide would be around about 4.5 inch. Tall would be around about 8.5 inch, and length would be around about 2 inches. Also, the entirety of the canteen with the addition of the cup. Let me just pull this guy up. With kind of look like the with the snapping buttons and getting the little cup inside of it. This may take a little while, but you know what I'm talking about. It's rather for size reason. Okay, there we go. But the overall size of the canteen would be around about 9 inches, and the wide about it would be around about 5 inches, and the length would be around about 2 inches. But for the insulated canteen, Size would be around about 9 inches. Wide would be around about 5.5 inches. And the side would be around, or the length of it would be around about 4 inches. Alongside with the canteen's cup, with overall size with cup itself, would be around about, let me just, would be around about of 9.5 inches. So let's go see how many water this will take. So the canteen takes around about, actually it takes around about like 1.5 bottles of water, while the little cup takes around about also the same half to the water bottle. Let's get to our winterized version. So it kind of had the same results as the normal East German canteen. It takes around about 1.5, like almost to a half of a water bottle, while the little cup takes around about also the half of the water bottle. Let's get to our conclusions. Despite despite East German no longer exist, these canteens are rather actually pretty good for what they are. So I'm giving these canteens an astounding of like a 9 out of 10 for what they are. So that wraps up the East German canteen. I'm Artillboy, and I'm signing out. I'll see you guys next time.